Hey guys, looking for new racing games for your Nintendo Switch? Then you're in the right video. We've already started the list with Mario Kart World, the new game in the Mario Kart franchise, which will be released exclusively for the Nintendo Switch 2. The game promises to bring an innovative experience to the series, with an open world to explore and new gameplay mechanics. One of the most talked about new features of Mario Kart World is the introduction of an open world. Players will be able to leave the traditional circuits and explore the map freely, discovering new locations and challenges. This freedom of exploration opens up a range of possibilities for the game, allowing players to explore the world of Mario Kart in a whole new way. The first trailer for Mario Kart World revealed classic characters like Mario, Bowser, Shy Guy, and Yoshi, as well as some new figures like a cute cow. This mix of familiar and new characters promises to appeal to fans of all ages.
A brand new entry in the Mario Kart series is launching exclusively on the Nintendo Switch 2 system. Welcome to this vast world. Kart races are held throughout various regions that span the globe. Depending on the time of day and weather conditions, the atmosphere will change. And in this Mario Kart game, you can go off the racetrack and drive virtually everywhere in this world. In the classic Grand Prix, race through 4 courses in a bid for first place. But don't sleep at the wheel. You'll also drive to the next course as part of the competition. With 24 drivers in each race, the most in series history, the competition is gearing up. Introducing Knockout Tour. Race non-stop from one corner of the world to another. There are multiple checkpoints along the way. If you're below the placement shown when you hit a checkpoint, you'll be eliminated. Can you make it all the way to the finish line? You can also freely drive around this vast world in free roam. By going off-road, you can explore new areas and routes. So drive wherever your heart takes you. You can also go for scenic drives with friends, and even take photos together at different locations. A brand new race across the entire world starts here. Mario Kart World!
Fatal Run 2089 is a racing and action game developed by Munster Studio and published by Atari, which promises to revive the experience of the classic Fatal Run for the Atari 2600 and 7800. The game takes place in a post-apocalyptic world where the player needs to deliver ARCs, a clean energy solution that removes radiation from the atmosphere, to key population centers around the world. The player needs to drive a vehicle through 20 levels, each with branching paths, shortcuts, and explosive scenarios, all while fighting enemies who try to prevent them from completing their mission. The game features classic arcade mechanics, where the player needs to beat the clock and manage the arc degradation. If the player fails to deliver the arc on time, they will have to restart their mission. Fatal Run 2089 features intense vehicular combat where the player can use a variety of weapons to destroy enemies or simply crush them with brute force. Resistor is a narrative-adventure RPG with a unique blend of open-world exploration, stunt-filled races, and explosive vehicular combat. The game takes place in the year 2060, in a post-apocalyptic world where traditional governments have collapsed. In their place, autonomous city-states controlled by powerful corporations have emerged. Within these densely populated metropolises, citizens live a life of comfort and excess. While outside the walls, scattered communities struggle to survive in the endless deserts. Resistor is described as a car PG, a play on words with car and RPG, combining RPG elements with racing and vehicular combat. Players can explore scorching deserts and urban areas in their vehicles or on foot, discovering settlements and interacting with communities to advance the story. NASCAR 25 is a highly anticipated racing simulation game that is being developed by iRacing in partnership with Monster Games and promises to bring a new experience for fans of NASCAR and racing games. iRacing, known for its extremely realistic racing simulator for PC, acquired the official NASCAR license for consoles in October 2024 and is leading the project. Monster Games, which has experience with previous NASCAR titles, is also involved, leveraging iRacing's technology and resources. The game will feature real drivers, official teams, and authentic paint schemes reflecting the 2025 NASCAR season. Players will be able to race on a variety of iconic circuits, such as the super speedways of Daytona and Talladega, short tracks like Martinsville and Bristol, as well as more technical road courses. All tracks will be based on the latest NASCAR specifications, updated by iRacing technology.
Coming out with a statement. You really changed, man. All your music and arrangement. You don't know shit. Shut your mouth. You can save it. I'm the same dude that got his come up from the basement. 100 songs, 100 weeks didn't change it. Experiments, development, intelligence, and patience. I'll do it all again, cause I never feel complacent. Let's keep the good vibes. Positivity's contagious. I'm never looking back, cause I made a life that's passionate. A college graduate suppressing all his talents, yeah. He found a way to go and change, become an advocate for taking control of your life. Go out and battle, and you think you have a dream, then act on it. Get after it, get out your head and fucking capture it. You got one life to master it. Don't give up on your future. We all start losers. We're all late bloomers.
VergeWorld is an indie game in development by Bad Bones and published by Retro Vibe, promising a unique blend of high-speed combat racing with roguelite elements set in a post-apocalyptic setting. Inspired by retro classics, the game combines 3D visuals in the style of the PlayStation 1 era, a synthwave soundtrack, and frenetic gameplay reminiscent of titles like Afterburner, Wipeout, The Mandalorian, and Mad Max. The game is described as a high-speed racing and combat roguelite. Players pilot ships through procedurally generated canyons, facing enemies, collecting resources, and completing challenges. Procedurally generated levels ensure high replayability, with bosses inspired by games like Returnal. If you fail, you'll need to adapt and try again. VergeWorld is a promising game that combines intense action, aircraft customization, and retro aesthetics. The game is a great option for fans of racing games, combat games, and roguelikes.
Hold structure. Critical.
Ultimate Sheep Raccoon is a bicycle racing game with a focus on parties, where you and your friends build the track together, adding obstacles and dangerous traps. The game is being developed by Clever Endeavor Games, the same team behind the popular Ultimate Chicken Horse. Players compete on tracks full of obstacles and traps, which they build together before or during the game, making each race unpredictable and hilarious. The main concept is simple: race to the finish line on your bike, but watch out for the dangers that you and your friends have put in your way. In addition, you can use power-ups to gain an advantage and perform radical maneuvers to earn extra points. The game promises to be accessible to everyone, with easy-to-learn controls, but allowing depth for the most skilled. Drive Rally offers an arcade rally racing experience, with a focus on fun and straightforward gameplay. The game features a handling system designed to bring back the joy of racing games. Players can customize their cars, adjusting the bodywork, paint, decals, and adding custom decorations. The game features a variety of legendary rally cars, including Das Holzwagen, the Doggo, the Bobond, and many others. In addition, the game includes new cars such as Das Sandsturm and Celestia. Players can compete on various tracks located in some of the most iconic rally locations in the world. A Drive Rally features a low-poly visual style that captures the aesthetic of 90s racing games. The game is full of references, nods, and Easter eggs that will make any car enthusiast take a trip down memory lane. RoadOut is a post-apocalyptic action-adventure game that is being developed by Rastrolab's game studio and published by Dangan. It combines elements of dungeon exploration, racing mechanics, and an engaging narrative, promising a unique experience for players. The game blends top-down action with RPG elements and high-speed driving mechanics. Players explore a vast open world with a customizable car and face challenges on foot in dungeons full of puzzles and combat. RoadOut is inspired by classics like The Legend of Zelda for exploration and dungeons, Grand Theft Auto for the open world and freedom, and Rock and Roll Racing for the intense races. It features pixel art graphics with a 2.5D aesthetic, where the scenery looks 2D, but uses stacked, rotatable 3D sprites to solve puzzles. '90s Super GP is an indie racing game that has been generating hype for years, but has also faced a long and turbulent development process. Initially developed by Greek designer Antonis Pelikanos, known as Pelikan 13, and co-developed and published by Nicholas, the game seeks to capture the nostalgic essence of classic arcade racing games from the 1990s, such as Daytona USA, Virtua Racing, and Sega Rally. 90 Super GP also includes an arcade mode for quick races in any unlocked vehicle on any unlocked track. There is also a championship mode with 4 circuits in each of the stock, supercar, and formula racing classes. The game also offers local and online multiplayer modes, as well as online leaderboards. The official Nicholas website keeps the game page active, listing Nintendo Switch as the platform, with the vague indication of soon. Now let's hope the game is actually released. Dangerous Driving 2 is an arcade racing game that was announced by Three Fields Entertainment, a British independent studio formed by former Criterion Games developers known for the iconic Burnout series. The game was conceived as a sequel to Dangerous Driving, released in 2019, and promises to bring an experience that combines the adrenaline of arcade racing with open-world elements, maintaining the aggressive and chaotic spirit reminiscent of the classics of the Burnout series. The game's focus is on high-speed arcade gameplay, with quick reflexes being rewarded, and an emergent collision system that allows for massive accidents involving multiple vehicles. To date, Dangerous Driving 2 has not been released, and there are no recent official updates from Three Fields confirming its status. With the release of the Nintendo Switch 2, it is expected that this game will resurface at some point.
I got a hand real steady. Look me in the eye and you'll see no hezzy. About to get real messy. I'll put you in a grave 6 feet like Kenny.
The Ridge Racer series, known for its arcade racing gameplay with an emphasis on drifting and high speed, had its last main title released in 2006 with Ridge Racer 7 for the PlayStation 3, and the most recent game in the franchise was Ridge Racer Unbounded in 2012, developed by Bugbear Entertainment, which brought a different approach with a focus on destruction and urban racing. However, there is speculation and fan ideas about a possible Ridge Racer 8. For example, on forums like Game Ideas Wiki, Fandom, there is a fictional proposal for a Ridge Racer 8, imagined by a user named AndreashP96. This hypothetical version would be released for platforms like Nintendo Switch 2. This new Ridge Racer proposes the return of all tracks in the series, divided into regions representing different parts of the fictional state, with high-speed races with drifting, slipstream mechanics, use of nitro, and car customization as seen in Ridge Racer 7. Sonic Racing CrossWorlds is an upcoming kart racing game in the Sonic the Hedgehog series, developed by Sonic Team and published by Sega. It is a spin-off of the main franchise and serves as a sequel to Team Sonic Racing, but with several new features and unique mechanics. Sonic Racing CrossWorlds features Sonic and his friends racing through different dimensions, accessed through travel rings. The idea is for the racers to traverse land, sea, air, space, and time, exploring varied worlds in a multiversal adventure. Travel rings are the big difference. After the first lap, the race leader chooses between two rings that appear on the track, transporting all competitors to a CrossWorld alternate world on the second lap. On the final lap, players return to the original track, which may have changes in layout. For the first time in a Sonic racing game, characters are not tied to specific vehicles. There are 45 unlockable vehicles, divided into 5 classes: speed, acceleration, power, handling, and boost. Well, that was the video. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and see you next time.